Hello everyone. Hi, I'm Pixa. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you're old, today we're doing a good old, I don't even want to call it a classic, Save File Diary video. I have a lot to do, so I'm going to take you with me as per usual. I want to furnish this and I want to furnish this. That's what I want to do. And maybe do a little bit of testing because that is necessary for things to function properly. So yeah, let's do it. Great, lovely. Anyways, welcome to Animarada Aids. It's kind of complicated how I get this to work, but I think it's works well enough. I don't know why everyone's frozen. That's a little weird, and I don't know what she's cooking over here. Asado. Okay, interesting. You keep doing that. I do want to show you upstairs because it's kind of a disaster. Look at this layout. Like, what was I doing? What was I doing? I don't hate the positioning of the kitchen. I don't know why I wanted stairs in here so badly that I like did all of this. This feels kind of annoying to me and like not necessary. The door is also backwards. And like, what is this tile in the, there's a lot happening. I'm also not sure why she's naked. Can we not be naked? Thank you. Anyways, if you haven't seen these Sims before, they are looking a bit different because it did do some updates to their looks, shall I say. I did make a community post about Mia over here. She has a phone. Of course she does, attached to her arm because I was taking screenshots. Anyways, I did make a post about her twin sister, Michaela, but she also exists. That makes it sound like I don't like her. I like her. This is their mother, Alexandria, and their dad, Arnold. Where is he? I just realized I gave everybody like matching names, but that's fine. And yeah, here's their little restaurant. I was working on the kitchen the last time I was doing things in this game, and I like it. I mean, I was going for a very basic industrial kitchen. I didn't want it to look like it was super fancy, and I always have to stop myself from making things look super fancy. So that is always a struggle and a half. But yeah, I do want to work on their apartment, so let's do that. While actually, you know what? I'm going to no, let's not do any testing. I've done enough. Work on the apartment. So I'm gonna insert some pictures as I usually do of what I'm going for in this place, but I do want it to feel, the word authentic feels like it's not correct for this, but I do want it to feel like it has some, you know, spice, some life. I don't want it to be like a modern house because that bores me a bit, so we're not going to do that. I did like this kitchen layout originally, but the whole layout of this apartment is just a disaster, honestly. Like, why is this bedroom so big? I don't know. There's a lot happening. I made this layout such a long time ago, so I do think it is due for an upgrade. There are some things I want to keep though, because I really like this thingamabob, and this rug can stay. The outside is pretty much like fine. This can stay. This can stay. This can stay, I think that's pretty much everything else. Well, the bills can stay, so I don't have to look for them. I'm also in the midst of making a like save file master list. Save file master list. I guess that's also what it functions as for me, but a CC master list of creators that I like to use, and I'm gonna have it double as a list of things that I use in the save file because that would save me a lot of time. And I've been really trying to think of the most optimal way to do that and not hurt myself. So that is what's going on there. I feel so rusty, like I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't even been on for that long, so I don't know why I feel this way. I don't know. I don't know. I really like this mirror though. So you can stay, Mr. Mirror. I'm not sure if I want... I need to get out of there, actually. She's bothering me, but... And who are you? Ugh. I'm not sure if I want Mia to simply... Why does she keep changing into her underwear? Whatever. I'm not sure if I want Mia and Michaela to share a room or not. That's what I was trying to get out. But I do think we have enough space for them not to, so I don't think I should do that. All right, downstairs you go. Goodbye. We definitely have enough space for everyone to have their own spaces. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm also gonna get a layout because I really don't see myself doing a fantastic job figuring out something that makes sense for this area, especially since it's so much like good real estate. Like I could really create something interesting, and I want to do that with the best of my ability. So layout it is. I don't always use layouts though. It just depends on how I'm feeling, really. It's seasonal. I did get a few new custom content items that I think can work well for this build. Do I hate the stairs? I mean, yeah, I do. I actually do. I don't like them at all. Okay, well, now we got all the walls in. I need to even out the floor. Like, why are these steps here? There's just a lot happening. Need this too now. I need to move this door. Oh, there we go. Need to get rid of these stairs. Oh. What's going on? I think we're good. We survived. I'm gonna go with concrete just so I can see, because I can't see. There we go. And just slap this wall everywhere. All right. Here we go. I don't know why this is like that either. Need a half wall. That's way too low. Okay. Now I've got a clean slate to work with, and that's what we like to see. Okay, I'll be back with my layout and we can continue from there. Okay, I'm back with a floor plan. All is well and good now. I have some sort of direction I want to go with this. So I do know that I wanted 3 bedrooms when I searched up the floor plan, and I wanted some sort of entryway. This window is problematic. I just realized I could pull it up a bit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I wanted some sort of entryway, so I feel like that's very common with apartment style. Why am I saying apartment style? That's common with like any sort of building. Always make things more realistic, so I'm gonna go with that. I think I should move the door, maybe. This is not a part of the floor plan. I'm just trying to make the entryway feel a bit more realistic. I could put it here, but I don't like that. No, we're just gonna leave it the way it is. And I'm actually gonna make this a column. Ugh. I just fixed this raised platform bug, but oh well, it's back. There we go. Yeah, that feels better. Okay, so want an entryway like about this way, and then the kitchen is sort of in the center along with the living room, and then there is a bedroom on one half, and then there's 2 bedrooms on the other half, along with a closet here and a bathroom sort of over here. I think that's pretty much. Usually I try to get my camera in line with the floor plan just so my brain can figure it out a bit better. I think this angle works best for that. I'm going to push this wall, and that all feels very nice and dandy. Okay, so let's move up this way. Yeah, I think I'm seeing that line. And then the bedroom's gonna be on this side, and then the other bedroom can be on this side. I need to start using the room tool more often. I don't know why I just love using the line tool. Okay, and then there's a little bathroom. Like so. Well, it's not very little, is it? That's a huge bathroom. Like, wait, this is kind of luxurious. Let me make that a bit smaller. Maybe the bedroom can be a bit bigger though. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And then there's 2 bedrooms. About the same size. Beside each other. I don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve that. Well, one is definitely smaller than the other one. Let me give them a bit more space. That looks roughly the same to me. And then I'm gonna delete this wall because now the entry is on the same side as this bedroom, but I don't think I don't think I can achieve that. So we're just gonna do a little bit of that. There's some crayons on the floor. I originally had some children in this house, but then I got rid of them because I couldn't deal. I could not. Okay. Maybe a smaller entry. I think that's good. The kitchen is like at the right at the entrance, which feels a bit off to me for some reason. Let me add the closets. I always forget them. And then no one has anywhere to put their clothes. And that makes me sad. Okay. The closet in this room is right here. This one has an extra big closet. Then the laundry is here. I don't know if I like that. I might just keep it there. Or like this. We have a decent sized laundry room, which I never have, so that's fun. The living room is right here, which I don't think there's enough space for a living room, to be honest with you. I think I can put the living room back where it was. The living room here. Or maybe the bedrooms are a bit too big. No, because now that feels like a tiny bedroom, no? A little bit, but not really. It's not that bad. It's not that. It could be worse. Yeah. We're gonna go with that. It could be worse. Okay, so they have living room here. The kitchen, like I said, is over here, but I don't know how I feel about that. Let's get furniture on the floor and see how I feel then. So I also, while I was going to get some floor plans, I went to go through my original Pinterest board for this build, and I did originally want it to be a little more run down, but because I ended up changing the exterior, if you forgot what the exterior of this building looks like, I really do still love the exterior, the old exterior. It's just I felt like I couldn't get my vision across, especially with this table here. It doesn't come any swatches that really worked with the old aesthetic other than like this one, but it just wasn't working. So I felt like I had to change everything. excuse me, everything to get it to work. So that's what I did. But I do still have the old shell. I'm going on a tangent though. So we're gonna go slightly more modern with this. And I want them to kind of have the feel that most of their money goes into the restaurant, and upstairs is kind of not dilapidated, but a little neglected, shall I say. Not super neglected, because clearly you have to have some sort of wealth to be able to renovate. You could take out like loans, I guess, but I wanted Emerald Eats to sort of be a community staple and not something that's new to the community. So that definitely works in my favor, I suppose. So yeah, that's the new shift in aesthetics. I also wanted it to feel a little more authentic. I'm gonna try my best. Anybody who's from Mexico or knows a lot about Mexican culture, feel free to roast me in the comments, but I'm gonna try. That's all I can promise, is that I've tried. Do I like the, I mean, the outside flooring can stay, it's okay. I don't know if I want to go with a hardwood that dark. Maybe a bit brighter. Yeah, that works. Is that better? I always go with the super muted woods, and I'm trying to step out my comfort zone with that a bit. Like, I would never use this cherry red wood. But it is realistic. I used to have that in my old apartment, and I mean, was it the most aesthetic thing on the planet? No. But was it realistic? Yes. And I'm not a fan of carpet in rooms, but that's also something that is extremely common. So I need to get over it, really. To get over it. Because it does help with realism. I do think, anyway. This carpet swatch comes with at least one that'll tickle my fancy. This one has vacuums marks, and I really like that. That's nice. I think I'm gonna give this bedroom to Maya, or Mia, however you'd like to pronounce it. This bedroom to Michaela, and then this bedroom to their parents. I just realized I don't have the extra bathroom that's in that photo. There's like a bathroom over here. Let me pop that in really quick. I think there's also a pantry. I've never made a pantry. Oh, I take that back. I made it once. I made a pantry one time. And the bathroom is kind of the backdrop for the kitchen, which kind of works for me now. I can see the vision. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of doors over here, but hey, what can I do? And also talk a little bit about the Sims personalities, so you can kind of sort of get a feel while I'm decorating. Let me go into live mode for a second, so I can have some concrete facts to back up what I'm saying really quick. So Mia is the head of the book club in Briarwood, at Briarwood College. I think we've called it Woodland College, but yes, she's the head of the book club. Not currently, because I don't have the social group set up, but she's very high maintenance, a little self-absorbed, a little snobby. And yeah, she also has kind of a messy thing going on with one of the tenants at some apartments that I made. I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to describe. So I made an apartment for a guy who happens to be a person who slings things around town, you know, of the illegal substance kind. And she recently broke up with him. She also has a tattoo of his name on her chest, but she had to cross that out because they broke up. And let's just say their relationship is very intense, and I think it's very fun to play with them. I haven't shown the guy at any point, but I feel like I should keep some things hidden for you to explore. But yeah, she is in a kind of a toxic relationship with that man because he's currently dating somebody, and she thinks it's fun to, let's just say, mess around with. They have a complicated relationship. It's like, you know, those people who are, they get into a relationship with someone and then they can never get over that person, and then they spread their toxicities to every relationship because they secretly just want to be back with that other person. That's kind of the vibe I was going for. And I've never played with that dynamic. I usually don't play with cheaters. I usually just play with people who know that the other person is more open with their sexual relationships. I don't know. I just wanted to play with some drama. So that's pretty much what that is. Anyway, that's Mia. Michaela is a little bit more low-key of the twins. She's a tomboy, natural beauty, socially awkward, and squeamish. So I did want her to be more into sports, and I did want her to also be on the soccer team, so I have to set that up. I haven't, but yeah, she's sporty, and that's kind of her whole thing. She also mans the front register at the restaurant, so she's a bit more responsible than her other twin sister, definitely. And she's always like, Mia, you need to do work. And Mia tends the bar over here. She's decent. If I remember correctly, her skill is like not that bad. It's 3. Okay, she's trying. Okay. She's trying her best. Actually, I don't know about best, but she's trying. Anyways, that's Michaela. Their mother, Alexandria, is the owner of the business. I don't know what she's wearing. You're not making me look good. Please change your outfit, please. Okay. So Alexandria, she owns Amarada Eats, and she's kind of a, I want to say, cult classic restaurant. I haven't set up her stars, but I want her to be like super packed all the time. People are always in here trying to buy stuff because the food is bomb. And she has great customer service. She's just really good at her job, but she's also a bit shady. I do have her as a shady sim. Do I? Oh, I thought I did. Well, I want her to be a shady sim. And she kind of does some sort of shady business practices in terms of keeping her restaurant afloat, because even though there's a bunch of customers flowing in and people really like the store, it's hard. The restaurant business is hard to keep afloat. Like, even if you have an abundance of customers and things are going really well, you know, there's competition. There's, you know, competing against things like McDonald's and Burger King across the street. So, you know, she's got to do what she has to do. Anyways, that's Alexandria, and I really like playing as her because she's a bomb chef, and I never play with Sims who are good at cooking. Like, it's something I need to do more often. But anyways, the last sim before I get back to building, hang in there, is Arnold, and this is their father. So he's kind of the stereotypical manly man. Also a bit evil. He's not the greatest person on the planet. He's not that great. But I think there's room for redemption. You know, he really tries. He tries. I saw him grilling out here, trying to get some things out on the counter. And, you know, he really is not that involved in the restaurant. He kind of just walks around and like annoys customers, as he is doing right now. But how bad is that really? Like, he's trying his best, even though he's a bit of a terrible human being. He's reformed ish. He's trying to be anyway. He also just he's a petty criminal. He doesn't have like a full-fledged career, but I believe in Arnold. And Arnold and Alexandria met in cute Amarada, and they sort of had to uproot their lives and kind of move here. And I imagine that Arnold had some sort of high paying job in Ciudad Emirata, but because his degree wasn't recognized here, he sort of had to resort to other means to get, you know, things got to be done. Bills need to be paid. You got to do what you got to do. Okay. So he's trying anyway. He only makes $9 an hour, but he needs to get on his grind set. Anyways, that is this family. And hopefully now that you know a little bit more about them, you will understand my design choices. Also, looks are subject to change. You know, I spend a lot of time in cast and my mind gets to whirling and Sims outfits are suddenly changing. But I do really like what they all look like so far. So I don't think any changes will be done there. Anyways, back to the rooms. So I do want this one to belong to Mia, this one Michaela. I don't know how to get these to not look so monotonous. Is that the word I'm looking for? Like samey. To have this iron carpet in all of the rooms seems like it's not gonna work for me. I wish there was an unironed version of that carpet. I think that would help a lot, actually. Oh, we also have this one. That one's also really nice in terms of texture. These carpets are fantastic. I love them. They're so real. Look at that. I'm not an alpha girl, but when it comes to carpets, I think that's a good place to be. Oh, wait, this one is nice. This is a good variation. Wait, no, this is good. Yeah, and then Mia can have like a freshly vacuum. I feel like she's on her cleaning routine. Her sister is definitely not, but yeah, that feels good. I'm just gonna light up the place so I can see, because I can't see. There we go. Okay, now I usually like to get, I don't know why I make everything into a tutorial. Like, is this helpful for y'all when I make everything into a tutorial? I don't think so. Maybe you let me know. You can be the judge of that. Anyways, I'm just gonna get some general size furniture in here, and honestly I should turn all my CC off so I can have access to it and just use Max's items so I can really get the lay of the land here. So I just want a full-size couch, a full-size triple couch. Is that something I can have? One that's basic enough. Yeah, that works. Okay, I'm gonna get that going there. And the layout has the TV here, which I find really interesting, but we're gonna rock with it. I definitely want a coffee table of some kind in the middle. I assume this TV has been mounted onto the wall. I don't do that very often, so I think we should embrace mounted televisions. Those were definitely a thing in 2014. There's also a balcony, but we don't have balcony space. We don't have that kind of space. So a living room secondary chair. So I'm gonna put that here. I think that's good. Maybe I can do another one. No, I think I'd prefer just one. Yeah, and then that's pretty much that. Maybe I can get a lamp. Please do not judge me based off of these items, okay? I'm just trying to get the layout. Yeah, that feels fine. And then you slowly replace all the items for things that you actually want. Okay, the kitchen is also going to be a problem because I can see it, but I don't see it well enough. I do want them to have a decent sized kitchen, something that is workable and usable for their love of food, because if they own a restaurant, of course they love food. How could they not? I honestly want a pantry. I do. There is a pantry right there. I could just do that. And maybe do a little bit of this. Like that. This tiny bathroom for this big apartment is not the move. I don't think. So anyway, I think I'm just gonna make this whole thing bathroom. I think. No, that's a little weird, is it not? I think that's weird. I could always move the closet. Or make it extremely big closet. That could be fun. But now the layout feels a bit like just messy. I think I'm gonna go with that. I think that's the best I can do, really. Because if I have this room here, there's not much I can really do with it. It's in a weird spot. I guess I could get rid of both of the walls. No. Then it's just one. It's just a mess. It's a mess. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. So that's the bathroom. This is the pantry. Then this is the kitchen. So I'm just gonna pick out any counters just to get this going. So they have it like this, and then they have a breakfast bar sort of situation. Like that. Which I'm very conflicted right now. Taking it easy though. And then I think it's sort of like that, honestly. That's a huge entryway. But it's not something I'm opposed to. Like, I'm not mad at it. Yeah, it's not the worst thing ever. Plus takes up a lot of space. This place is honestly huge. And I don't know if I can fill all this space adequately. So having something that takes up a lot makes me feel better. Can we get out of debug, please? I would not like to see all these items. Yeah, there we go. Is this a big kitchen? I don't think so. It's a decent size. I mean, it's all right. I think I can do one more wall tile, maybe. No, that feels a little cramped. No, we're just gonna go with this. It's weird because now I have all this space over here. I guess laundry can be moved up. You know what? I think the bathroom can be moved over there. No? Or the kitchen, honestly. I feel like that's a good kitchen spot. I don't need to have it right there. Let's move. See, this is why you do the layouts first, because now I can just easily move all these items instead of having decorated that entire space and gained absolutely nothing. Oh my gosh, I can even have a tiny little island. Well, that's not tiny, but I can have an island. That's cute, I think. Do some bar stools. Just any bar stools will do. No, that works. I'm pretty sure that I like the direction of this. Yes, I do. I think if I make this room super big, that can be the bathroom that the girls share, and this can be the laundry room. That way there's actually a decent amount of space. I don't know what's gonna go on over here. Maybe a desk. I can see a desk being there. Definitely, since they own a business, I like giving my business owners, you know, a place to conduct business because I feel like they would need that, no? Maybe a bookshelf on top just to keep things spicy. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I like to put the islands on a side. I don't know if that's working for me right now, though. The answer is no. Okay, that feels pretty good in terms of where I want things and where things could be. All right, let's get the doors in. The doors are very important because sometimes they can make or break spaces, which is weird. I never used to think that. It's just like put down a basic door for everything, but like it really matters. It matters more than you think. Speaking of doors mattering more than, why is it so dark? The lighting is not doing it for me right now. Of course, I'll eventually delete all these lights so I can make things look better, but for now, we're not doing that. I honestly think I should get custom content back because I'm gonna forget that. I actually like this door though. I like this door. Huh. Okay, well, I changed my mind. I was about to go on a whole yap sesh, but I think this is a pretty door. Who do I want to give this to? I think I want to give it to Miss Ma'am over here. Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. I do love that for her. I think I could also give her this door. Maybe they painted them when they were super young. Because I imagine that this place has been here for a decent amount of time. You know, they haven't lived here. They have lived here their whole lives, excuse me. I imagine they're not very, well, they're definitely cultured, just not, you know, they haven't gotten the chance to travel back. So I like the idea that those are their childhood bedrooms in a way. Yeah. I don't like the doors, so I don't like them next to each other. I just went on that whole tangent about childhood doors. I can't be trusted. I cannot be trusted with my speech. Okay. Those doors are fine. This wallpaper is really like starting to bore me, to be honest. So I think that needs to change. It's just like a bit too nice, I think. I'm bored. It's boring me. There we go. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna ignore it for now though, because that's not what we're focusing on. Beds. I'm just gonna like pick whatever bed. Here's the bed I've chosen. It's the bed we're rocking with. Yeah. In terms of things that I want to fit in each room, a vanity in this room is like very key to the overall aesthetics. I do like to give each them some sort of like desk area, just because I think it's important to have. Dressers, also important to fit in, because where are you gonna put your clothes? I mean, you have a closet, but you also have a dresser. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Well, yeah, I don't need to go through the designs. I'm gonna go with this one. Put it where I can. Not everybody needs a dresser, but hey, I can change dressers out for closets. I just realized they don't have a closet. That's problematic. How does one fix this? Okay, I think I'm gonna go like this and then cut this in half. Oh, sorry. Beep. Here we go. Cut this in half. Do that. Now we have a closet and a bathroom. It's not a very spacious bathroom though. Maybe I should make the kitchen a bit smaller. That is a very small kitchen. Why do I feel like it needs some more walls? I'm all for an open layout, but something feels like we're just floating and I'm not enjoying it. We're floating in this ether space. Something can be done about this. I'm thinking the kitchen should be on this wall. I don't know how the breakfast bar situation is gonna work, but that doesn't really work. I guess it works like this. No, it doesn't work. Oh. There we are. I think that feels a bit better in terms of layout, but I don't know how it feels for everything else. The feng shui. No, that's fine. I mean, I can put a little table here. I never do that, so let's try it out. Where are the little tables? You know, a little circular dining table doesn't hurt anybody. Or square. Whatever. Like this. No, I think that works for me. Yeah. I don't know what it was. Just having things being open like that really makes me anxious. Like, oh, we need some walls. We need some walls up in here. An arch definitely is what we need. Oh, does a trick for me. Oh. Voila. The lighting is still like crazy. I don't know what's going on with the door lights, but whatever. Some things just have to let them go. All right. Yeah. Now this feels better, I believe. Let's hit him with a save real quick. Okay. So I don't think we're gonna be able to get through this entire house today, and I think that's a bit boring for me to have you only watch me do this. So I'm going to pick some things that I think are important and do them, and the things that I am most excited for, and that happens to be the 2 young adults' bedrooms. So that's where I will be. I should start at the entrance. I should. Let's start at the entrance. Let's have some discipline. Let's practice some discipline here. So I like this dresser. I wanted to use an A entryway for the longest time. I feel like this house would work well with these colors. I just gotta make sure that this is functional to use and to walk by. Like, look at the lighting on that. Ooh, that is gorgeous. Anyways, I need to get somebody in here to test this, because I don't want to put this here and they can't get in. Arnold, I need you to get up and demonstrate for me, please. You got it, buddy. Also, I love the look of the new burglar alarms. They're so cute. Okay. Oh, well. Mia is very nicely demonstrating that they can, in fact, get in there. Arnold is a slow man. Okay, he can get in. Great. Can you use this? Let me know. Yes, he can. Perfect. Okay. I would like for you two to get out of the way, but whatever. Stand there if you so please. What else can I use? I think I just got a new CC set from attic window. Is this an attic window at dot plug section right now? Like, what's going on? I just really like their CC. And it has the specific color palette that I'm looking for. Sort of like a warm toned house. I can't type attic window because it doesn't show up. Is that, wait, what? Is it actually? I swear the last time I did this, nothing showed up. This might be revolutionary for me. Well, not everything shows up, but a decent amount things do. Is this everything this is probably just everything I have. Actually, now that I think about it. Now that I think about it. But things are certainly missing. Anyways, whatever. Let me stop talking. I can replace a desk with this one. Very lovely, very beautiful. I also really like this couch. I think it's a cute couch. I've already used it somewhere else, but does that matter? Not really. Not in my opinion. The daily essentials. Oh, that's a big key. This is a cute bag though. Surely I'm missing some items. I know there's a mirror. There's like a little pegboard. I think this will work well in here. Ooh. More pillows, the better. Maybe this will be better in here, I think. Oh, well. I'll think about it. Put some paintings that I think could work. Chairs. I really love this backpack. It's one of my faves. And the one with all the books, also one of my faves. It's just really good. I also want to put this at the front because why not? Someone's definitely been grocery shopping for this house. Of course they have. I'm gonna go with that in like the regular grocery color. Okay. Or maybe over here. No. This is definitely an entrance thing. Anyways. That seems correct to me. What else did I want in the entryway? I didn't really lay out that much. I think I want rug. A rug is important to make the area. I think I should also change the wallpaper while I'm here. I don't hate that one. Honestly, it's kind of pretty. The skulls, maybe like a bit much, but I'm gonna go with those. See if I can get something a bit warmer. Yellow's a bit much, is it not? I mean, I love it, but it might be a bit much. Not even our restaurant is yellow. Our restaurant's like orange. Like that. Who do you know is painting their house orange? Like, I love that. I think it's fun and interesting. What else? Green. Ooh, the green is so pretty. I definitely want it to be colorful, because if it's not, then I'll be sad. The blue is also not terrible. It's a bit more sterile than I'd like, though. Yeah, that's too soft. I just love the orange. I know people are probably gonna hate it, but I love it. I think it's fab. Oh, I can't have brown doors because, like, then. Well, I guess I could get rid of the door. I could always decorate the doors myself, which takes a lot of time and effort, but I'm willing to put the work in. Maybe I can do a wallpaper. That'd be nuts. I don't think I should do that. Like, look how much wallpaper that would be. That's a lot. That's a lot. Maybe I can do a little bit, you know, like a hint. A kiss of wallpaper. Wow. That is a lot of wallpaper. My goodness. Certainly that's not what the intentions were, though, you know? Okay, well, sometimes Joyce gives like matching colors. So let's see. Did she give us an orange? No. You see what I mean? Like there's a white swatch in here. There's a green swatch. So I'm hoping that something will come up that I enjoy. The floor is very hardwood. Orange. Maybe I could tone that down a bit, and that would help me not feel this way towards the floor color. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I don't think I can handle all that. I think I want something that's a little bit more realistic. Just a smidge. Doesn't have to be like ultra realism. Just need something with a bit more depth. Detail is the word I'm looking for. Ooh, the herringbone is not bad. I actually like that. I think it's a bit funky though. And I do want it to feel real. And that does not feel very real to me. Yeah, this is where things get hard. Picking the flooring is so difficult for me to do. I don't know why. And I grow sleepier and sleepier sitting in this chair. Like, what is wrong with me? I just got here and I'm already sleepy. I can just go with the tried and true floor, and that's Victorian parquet. This floor never ceases to make me feel bad things. Ooh. It's kind of dry looking. I know that's the point, but I don't know if I'm into that, to be honest. I really should have left this to last. I just want something a bit more powerful before. Impactful. All the words I can use to describe. Baseball plant. Whoa. Why are they so bright? What? Not a single swatch of that is something I can put on the floor. Like, let's be for real, please. Maybe it's a contender. Oh, I do love these floors. I'm gonna go with these ones. I always pick the darkest swatch too because I prefer darker woods. What can I say? Way that it is. Now that this floor is down, I don't like the orange. But no orange, and it's so clinical and not what I need from, not what I'm looking for. The green is honestly settling in for me. I kind of like it. I think it's pretty. It just doesn't feel, it's not what I was going for. I didn't want to make the place green. See, that's what I'm saying. Oh, I don't hate this beige. Like, it's kind of sad, but at the same time, there's some texture there. Something I can sink my teeth into, you know? You know? You probably have no idea what I'm talking about. And I sound crazy, but that's okay. That is okay. I don't know where I got those wallpaper paints from. Couldn't tell you. Now that is fancy. And fanciness is not what I'm looking for. Unfortunately. If only. This cute. No, I looked through that pack. There's no good wallpaper. There is none. I mean, there is, but you know what I mean, okay? Don't make me explain, because I really don't want to. No, I like this wallpaper. I do. I also think that there's simply too many lights, and like I'm having a hard time dealing with all this light exposure. Because I usually build things in lower lights. Just because it's easier that way. Ah, well, we might have to go back to the original wallpaper because it's kind of nice. I like it. Okay, guess what we're doing. It's settled. I figured it out. Finally. I'm not that kind of girl. That's good. It's a bit drab, but I think with a good amount of wall art and stuff, we can figure it out. I don't want it to be too highly curated of a place anyway. Now, what is the difference between desert skies and faded memories? I guess that this one's a bit cleaner. Sure. We'll have things be a bit cleaner. I also have this. I don't use this very often anymore. I used to like use this so much. It's ridiculous. Maybe I should tap back in. Wow, that makes the place so warm and not in a good way. I don't hate it, honestly. I don't hate it. I kind of have the urge to make the kitchen yellow, so I've made the yellow of all the colors. Maybe not a yellow kitchen. I don't think I stand behind that. The green is calling to me, but it's definitely not the vibe. It's not the vibe of this house. So I need to stay away from it. I also don't want this like middle piece. I just want like straight up wallpaper. Also, the sponge painted walls are a lot. Like that's a lot. How do you even work with that's a lot? You make her wall sponge paint. Oh my god. No. I simply am not talented enough to work with that. I don't think. Is that better? Or worse? I don't know. I really want to do the yellow. I think I could do it. I think I can make it work. I'm gonna go with the yellow. Yeah, let me know in the comments. But I think I think that's what needs to be done. A little bit of yellow. It's just so like warm and inviting, and I like it. Okay, yellow it is. I've decided I'm not gonna change my mind again. Okay, for the entryway again, we got a rug, we got a, what is this, cupboard? I think I have some things out here that I wanted, like this muddy feet rug. I guess that's gonna have to go inside or outside the apartment. Look how pretty, by the way. This rug is so pretty. I kind of want to do the chickens. I'm gonna do the chickens on the outside. I might have some custom rugs that will work a bit better. Let's see. Wow, that is animal pelt. That's a net. Ooh, oh my god. How pretty is this? This is a gorgeous rug. Maybe a bedroom. It would work best in. Do something woven? No. We need a full-on rug. I need some of these rugs, which are a bit more realistic. Let's see what we've got. I like that one. I think the tone in the rug works well. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. Oh my god, that is huge. I feel like this would be a very rug friendly house. Let's make it a bit smaller. It's a bit too big for the space, which I rarely have that problem, but here we are. The brown rug feels right. Ooh. The red rug also feels right. I'm gonna go with the red one. The red and the yellow. Feels like there's something going on there. A little bit complimentary. I don't know if I appreciate the clashing of the colors at this point. Oh, I don't know if I appreciate that. Can make a bigger chicken. I've never built in this palette before. I do think I'm gonna struggle a bit, but that's okay. Just gonna have to work with what I can do, really. Man, it gets so hot in my room and then I feel like I'm being cooked alive. Magic card. I think this is just the one from the game, yeah. Separated. Yeah, I like that. The rug itself is probably a bit more Nordic inspired, but I like the patterns on it. Ooh. That one is like perfect. Spills out into the front a bit, but I think that's fine. You should never think about rugs this much at the beginning. Here we are. And I'm second guessing the yellow again. I mean, it's just so yellow. Maybe I can do a feature wall. I really don't like to rely on feature walls. I think sometimes I abuse them a bit, but maybe I should wall off this living room. I think that's the issue. No, like I can't paint it any other colors because the whole area needs to be the same color. But if it's walled off, it doesn't matter, right? Then I can have my yellow living room. And we don't need a sturdy wall. We can just have a little archway action. Now, does the space feel more closed off? Yes. But is the living room now yellow? Also, yes. This hallway feels really clinical and sad. Like, look at all the doors beside each other. Bathroom, laundry room, bedroom, bedroom. It feels very like no flow. But that's also not a terrible thing. I think I could make it like one bigger. I think it's just the fact that the walls are like lined up that's bothering me. Oh, pretty sure that's the problem. Okay, I'm back. I just moved something. Well, I moved this over here. I don't know when it moved back, but I was thinking that this could be a better desk area just because it feels a bit more tucked in and tucked away instead of right at the entryway. But then what the heck am I supposed to put there? Like another table? I don't know. So the desk has to stay. I don't know what's going over there, but the desk has to stay just for consistency. I think I could use a ceiling fan. Feels like I can get some good ceiling fan action. Also, I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but I did want one that's a bit more realistic. That one is a bit closer to what I wanted. I also have this one by a winged llama that I could use for the living room or the meeting room. Now, I haven't seen a ceiling fan in a really long time, so I honestly don't remember where they go. Where do they go? Here? Like, is it viable for me to have a ceiling fan in the entryway? I feel like the answer to that would be no, and I should like move it into the living room. But then how do you see? Will it get in the way of the TV? No, it won't. Oh, so this is not even. Here we go. It won't, but I also don't feel like it belongs there. Like ceiling fans are for bedrooms and like places that need them. I'm doing it in the bedroom. I can always do more than one, you know? Let's do more than one. There we go. Ceiling fan frenzy. Okay, back to figuring out what I'm doing. I think I've settled on this wallpaper. I honestly think my problem with all the wallpapers is that the lighting is like this cold. Wait, all lights. Wait, it's gonna affect down there. No, I just want this room. Okay, the lights are really cold and I think that was bothering me. So now they're not. Hopefully I feel less like it's a hospital in here. There we go. Feels better. Back to the list of things. What would they have in their entryway? I do like that we have a little shoe area. We have a shopping cart. Maybe some plants and some paintings could help me fill the space. And some wear and tear. I do love some wear and tear. Make it a bit smaller. I think it helps just bring character to spaces. When spaces are too nice, I feel like I didn't do a good job making it, which is weird. Like, why do I feel like that? Kind of strange, but hey. A little wear and tear doesn't hurt anybody. We could probably do like a grocery bag. Maybe. I like the sticky notes. Maybe they're reminders for people to do things. Because they're busy people, you know? They're busy people. They got things to do. Oh, the heart is cute. Oh, that's so wholesome. That's definitely the best watch out of all those. It's dangerous to give. I feel like they've given us so much access to wear and tear items that everything I make just looks so... I don't want to say desolate. I feel like that's not the word I was looking for. But you know what I mean. I can make everything look so grungy. Okay, I should replace this shelf. It's starting to bother me. Let's do it. Shelf. I gotta go buy objects by decorating. No, services. Displays. Such a fancy way just to say shelf. That is very big. I don't know why I was moving it like I was actually going to use it. I was not. Man, it's all right. Petrified wood cabinet. This is cute. Yeah, I could do something with this, maybe. It's a bit dark in wood color though. And that's a bit light in wood color. There we go. For a shelf. We could just go with the immaculate. A good old classic. Or we spice it up. Ooh. It's very large shelves. They're doing something for me. That's a food shelf. Cozy shelf. Oh, that's cute. I like this one. Oh, it's cute. Yeah. I have a little shelf section. Very nice. I know the exact chair I'm going to use. The exact one. This one. Look how sweet. It's got things on it. It's so cute. I don't want it to match though. At least that's what I said. Yeah, I don't want it to match. I also want to give her a very old little crappy computer. Well, it doesn't need to be crappy, okay? It's just a little rough around the edges. Something that she's definitely just using because she has to and not because, you know, not for the love of the game. You know what I mean? She's not a gamer. I love this computer. My only problem is that it has this keyboard that's split in two and she would not use that. But I get it. It's for gamers. It's for gamers. I also really like this one. I've had a problem with my computers where I don't know. I gotta test it. I was about to go on a whole spiel. I don't think I should. Because I haven't tested it completely, to be honest with you. So before I complain, I should probably go through my mods. Okay. Very cute. Maybe a little desk lamp. It's for an aquarium. Oh, the candle's even cuter. That's cute. I still want a lamp. Children's cool. I like that. Nice hint of warmth. What else would she have on her desk? Some pens, pencils, things of that nature. I literally have never used these in my life. They're pretty cool though. I need to get on my screenshot game with those. Ooh, I can look at. I was talking about how Han Raja is one of my favorite creators because they have so much awesome CC. I'm obviously not going to go into that for this video. But I do want to see if there's anything I can use while I'm here. And there indeed is. That's not what I wanted. This is a shoe rack. Like, look at that. Oh my god, that's so cool. Probably not for this house, but you know. The portable mini AC. I'm gonna put that under. No, I'm gonna put that in a bedroom, I think. That should be in somebody's bedroom. Laundry hamper. I don't know why the thumbnails don't exist for these things, but. What is that? Oh, this is Wi-Fi router. Def need. Oh. Wow, look at those paintings. Nice. Ooh. I actually really like this one. I think above here is the best spot, honestly. They gotta make them a bit tinier though. I like this rug. I do. Don't get me wrong. But like the colors are off. Maybe I should switch it. This one? I think I need something with less blue. I don't feel like it had a lot of blue and like super bright. Now look at that, all the thumbnails have appeared. Like, what the heck? Anyways, I can give her a PC tower because, you know, I don't like how computers in The Sims don't come with the towers. Like, where's the tower? That under the desk. This would definitely need some sort of tower situation. Ooh, I like the divider. Maybe I should divide this? Something about that is making me happier. Should I divide this way? Okay, let me get to sim view for a second. Go like this. Wow, we're in the... Oh wait, I'm not low enough. The entry over here. You need to go around the divider to get to the little office, but I actually like going to maybe that color. Or I can do something a bit more bold and less scared of. Don't be terrified. I don't even know if that's sittable. I need to be careful. Yeah, I think it brought a zhuzh of color that is necessary to over here. So I think I'm gonna leave it the original swatch. Because I'm not really seeing... I mean, that one's a bit better. No. Let's just do original swatch. We're doing it. Going for it. I also have this one. It feels a bit more fancy, you know? Feels fancy to me. Let's try it. This feels like someone who knows what they're doing. And I don't want that. What else we got? We got CDs, some shoes. Clocks. Some papers. Some papers are always good. And they're in Simlish. Yay. Ooh, music sheets. Wow. That's pretty. The clock is always nice. It's a bit modern looking. For the vibes of this house, though. Maybe downstairs. In like the kitchen. I feel like there'd be a huge clock in a kitchen. An industrial kitchen. Anyway. Alright. Any florals? Oh. I like that floral. I think it's pretty. Oh, a filing cabinet is defo something we need. I don't know how I'm gonna squeeze that in here. Just, yeah. Yep. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be there. Nice. I also like to excuse me, can I speak? The juxtaposition, you know what I'm trying to say? Okay. The comparison between the modern downstairs and the more traditional style upstairs. I think that's fun. Like, just because they're I don't want to say fashion forward. I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. More modern with the aesthetics of their restaurant doesn't mean that they have to be modern themselves in terms of how they live their own lives separate from their businesses. I'm trying not to clutter up the place too, because I know I can get a little crazy with that, but I think that area feels adequately set up. I should put some things up here. Maybe a frame. But before I leave, I think I want this bed frame for them. So let's do that. And then I can get out of here. Oh wait, the coffee table. That's nice. Okay, let me get wait. Is that cloth on the dining? Patterns? Interesting. Okay. Wall of cars. Okay. I'm actually getting distracted. I need to look for a frame. A frame. Like a picture frame. I don't have any pictures of when they were younger, but I could doctor some up. I could. I'm just not sure if I want to do that. How necessary is that? Just a little. Well, there's already pictures up there. Maybe we'll do the frame down there. Yeah. I guess some books can go up there or something. Some books. Oh, or we can do a framed diploma set. Let me move the paintings. I love the framed diploma set. It's so nice to just put it down and it takes up a bunch of space. I miss the paintings. They had so much character. Maybe I'll put the diplomas in the hallway or something. I don't know what else is gonna go there, but so it's not for me to think about right now. Dinotopia. Let's check. Let's check Samoa. I don't know if I'm gonna find anything that will work per se, but I might. I might. I really like the tag holder. I'm gonna put it downstairs. Because I think they're cute. I imagine they're tags for food. What else do we got? Oh, last divider. Wow. Fancy. Fancy schmancy. I think that's about it. I don't think anyone here is a big manga fan. I'm also missing the meshes for some things, so Lord knows what's going on with that. Ooh, this is so cute though. That is so cute. This little, like, what do I even call it? Knitted tablecloth. Very cute. Oh, this is a mouse pad. Huh. Whoa. That's a lot of swatches. I wasn't expecting that many. I'm gonna not use it though. Okay, so we got that entry-ish sort of done. We gotta move on to this area. We are missing plants. I think there's a lack of plantage. I do think this cupboard could be replaced with a lamp, or maybe a lamp beside it. Let's see. Pressing the objects by function button always makes me really nervous. I'm nervy. I've got the heebie-jeebies, the nervy-yerbies. It just takes so long to load, and then I get scared. Need the floor lamps, please. That's a bit nice, but I don't hate it, honestly. Not everything needs to be super old looking. I like the gold, I think, is what I like the most. I think it just looks nice with the browns, but it is super modern, and that worries me a bit. Because I don't think I got the skill to be blending styles together like that. I don't. I'm already stressed. This works for me. Simple, easy lamp. This one's gonna be for the living room, and then this will be for out here. I think I should definitely have a pattern on it. I just don't like that the light is yellow. This light can be a bit lighter just so I can have the paper not be that color. Okay, I can move this thing back. I think they should switch spots though. Something about this cabinet. I think it's about to get replaced with a plant. I'm just not seeing it. Not seeing the vision. I think that was a good decision. I'm gonna go to decor and put a plant there. I think it was just too much brown. I need to pull out the plants now so I can see. Also, we're definitely gonna need some food out because they're chefs, you know? Well, one person is a chef. The other people just kind of do what they're told, I suppose. This basket is very beautiful. Let me not make everything the same color, but that basket is very pretty. I just need one more plant that's like taller than the rest behind them. That's what I'd like anyway. Where are all the big plants? I need something big. I would like use that one a lot. Yes, I probably do. Probably why I feel that way. Because it's true. We can do a little shrine, a little plant shrine. This is a great way to fill up space. Plants, more plants, plants again. Plants on top of plants. If you thought you had enough, no you don't. There we go. Little plant shrine, it's cute. I kind of want to put some luggage down. Not like they just came back, but like they're planting on top of the luggage. Because I liked the way that the suitcase helped with the elevation here. I could use this one. I could. I might just end up using that one or this one. I just really like the idea of this trunk being here. Maybe I put it there. This feels like a well-traveled person's house. I don't know why. Probably the luggage I put down. To be fair. Okay, well, that's the best I can do for that. Now, it's rug time. I could get one of these going. That matches like pretty strikingly well. I think I should, yeah, change the direction of that wood. I'm not sure why I have it facing the other way. That here. I like that. Gotta go back to the rugs though. But I feel like I'm gonna end up with something woven here. Is that what I want though? I mean, it's not the worst thing ever. It's just not like tickling my ivories. I'm not feeling good about that. I'm just not. Maybe this one. This rug is tried and true. I like that. Perfect. Great. Now I need to figure out what's going on here. I could make that the dining space and take this out of the kitchen. I could do that. Which I'm not opposed to. Let's see. That way we can have like a sort of full-on dining experience. Oh wait, no, that fills up the space so nicely. Yeah, that's what we need there. Now we gotta look for some tables. I already have a table that I like, actually. I definitely want a red tablecloth. Sorry about the spinning. I'm gonna try to limit that, but I can do the cane chairs. Ooh, those are pretty. How gorge. I think I should do a lighter chair. Yeah. I think. Wait, what swatch is that? There's so many. I think it's this one. No, I don't like the lighter chair. We do one with color. A red seat might be fun. And then we change the color of the table itself. Maybe green. Oh, that is bold. That is bold. That is confident. And I like it. I mean, it's given Christmas, but not really. Or maybe it is given. We can make it orange. Yeah, let's make it orange. It was a little bit too Christmassy. But it was a complimentary color though, so. Anyways, I'm looking for things that go on top of the tables, you know, like fruit bowls and stuff. Got live edit on, so this area is kind of packed. I should take that off. So I can see properly. Oh, this tray should totally go downstairs. Not that we serve, we don't even serve burgers, but it helps with the overall industrial kitchenness. Yeah, I really just want a fruit bowl, but the problem is I can't search up fruit bowl because no fruit bowls will appear. No. You can get some coasters. That'd be cute. Oh, fruit bowl. Yippee, it wasn't that hard to find. I felt like that was going to cause me a lot more strife than it actually did. Now, would this apartment look better yellow? It really is kind of pretty yellow, is it not? Guys, let me know. I think I'm just scared to make it yellow. I don't know why. I've bounced between this and like a regular schmegular wallpaper for some time. I'm gonna go for it. I'm being brave. We now officially have the yellow. Yeah, the yellow is good. The yellow is good. Maybe. Okay, wait. Wait. Let me try out a feature wall. Does that make me feel any better? This entire wall. No. It should just be yellow. I should commit. Okay, I'm committing. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's a yellow room. I need something on the ceiling. Ceiling lamp for over there of some kind. I do want something that dangles. Something dangly, a little bit textural. That could be fun. I don't know why I picked that one. I want an impactful lamp. I don't hate that one. It's a bit big, but nothing that key can't fix. The bracket key. No. It's not big enough. Not enough presents. The chandelier is really fancy. Also not what I'm looking for. I need something that's in the sweet spot of decoration, but in like a realistic, because we're not getting chandeliers up. I think this one works. I am going to change the swatch because I'm not a fan, but ooh, that's really pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna have that one. Are these chairs sittable? Like, can they sit in these? I have my doubts. I'd like to think that they could. The Sims are not very smart. I don't know. Maybe? Why won't this line up? Here we go. Probably need some artwork back there. Just to fill the space a bit. But that feels like we're getting somewhere. You know? I need her to try to sit in this back seat. Or both of you can sit down. So I can see what is sittable and what isn't. Very nice. Oh, how cute. I need to change her outfit because that phone is bothering me. There we go. She's not wearing shoes. That's fine. I'm not gonna think about it too much. But yeah, they can sit. Sounds good. The entryway is looking nice and complete. I'm feeling good about what this looks like in the sort of vibes that I've got going on. This wall's a bit empty though. So I need to do something about that. I could put a mirror there. Even though there's a mirror here already, we'll just ignore that. Maybe I should flip it around. So that way it's not that big of a deal. If there's another mirror on the other side. Let's go. Where are the mirrors? Bathroom, I think. Yes. I'm making something ornamental. I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. Detailed. I don't know if I like this one. I don't. I do not. Okay, I need to move these because I can't really get like a good sense of anything. Ballet mirror. Oh my. I don't hate that one. Stolen from someone's grandmother and sold at $5,000 mark. A little hard to. Cute. I like that description. Yeah, that is definitely the mirror that needed to go there. The diplomas need to be put somewhere else. Maybe in the living room. Is that a weird place to have your diplomas? Maybe. Maybe I should get rid of having there. I could make it a gallery wall. I could. Ooh. Does Cute Dad and Murata have anything that I put on the walls? Does that help with this? The answer is yes. I used these towels in the old restaurant. And it's just a shame that I couldn't find anywhere for them. In this one I couldn't. But I tried to bring the colors in. You can see. You can see where I tried. Wow. That's large. And definitely not what I was looking for. I think these are all like kissy stuff, which is great and fantastic, but not for this house. Oh, how cute. Wait, I love these. Oh, these are perfect. How many gallery walls can I have in one space? So it feels a bit thin over there. Maybe I should... like that. Ta-da, I don't even need to create the gallery wall. It's already done. Lovely. Right, this wall's feeling a bit bare. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on it. Maybe a shelf? I don't know. I could just leave it. Not every wall needs something, but it is nice to have stuff on the walls. Ooh, that is absolutely ginormous, but you know what? It's kind of fancy, but it's doing something for me. Having a big painting is not a fancy thing. Is it? Yeah, it is. Well, no. You can get these at plenty of places. I'm really trying hard to justify this painting. I think it's pretty, so I think it should stay. I'm trying to get a overall. Oh, that feels good. The red in this painting kind of helps with all the red over there. There's a lot of red over here. I would pick this one because it's got the perfect colors, but like this man got his junk out. Maybe that's what we're looking for. It's a bit a lot. It's a bit a lot. We're just gonna go with that one. But the one with the guy's junk out is like the perfect colors. I could do this. These are also very pretty. It just doesn't fill up all the space like that one does. I gotta like get real fancy with it. And I don't think that's realistic. Okay. Oh, I'm happy with that entryway. I'm happy with that dinette that I've settled on. I'm happy with the little, what do I call it? Home computer setup. I don't have anything up here, but you know, we'll get there. I feel good about the decisions I made for that space. I do think I should move on though. What should we do next? Unfortunately, this isn't live, so I can't ask you what you'd like to see. But I can assume that some people would like for me to do the living room or a bedroom. So we're gonna do a bedroom for the funsies. Let me save while I think of whose bedroom to tackle. We could do Michaela's. We could do Maya's. I'm thinking Michaela's. Simply because I feel like I need to explore her character a bit more. And a great way to do that is to make her bedroom. Yeah, I'm gonna do Michaela's bedroom because I have a pretty clear vision of Maya's bedroom. So I think hashing it out with you guys here on camera is a good way to see my sort of thought process for these kinds of things. Ooh, how cute is that bed? That's pretty perfect. For Michaela? Probably not, actually. Or maybe it is, I don't know. I do think it's perfect for her sister. I did mention earlier that I want these to feel like childhood bedrooms, so I am going to run with that. And sort of keep that same vibe. I don't know why I said it like that. Vibe. Keep the same vibe throughout. Like, I feel as though Michaela is very practical, but she's not feminine. Like, she's a little bit, in the sense that she does traditionally feminine things. But I do want her room to definitely evoke a sense of practicality that her sisters would not. I want it to be a bit more obvious. The difference between the two of them. I also want it to look like the furniture was picked out by the same people, because technically it was picked out by their parents, you know? I also think the bedrooms, should they have this wallpaper? Or should I keep the desert skies in here? I think I should keep desert skies in the bedrooms. Just, it helps with the color a bit more, I think. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to grab the light. There we go. Okay. Thanks. We gotta replace this dresser. There's something I'm thinking the all matte set is definitely the direction I want to go in. So I have this dresser by Nocturne. Well, it's not by Nocturne, but you know. Rustic pine dresser. Also nice. I just want something that feels old. That's pretty much it. That's my only criteria. It doesn't take up a bunch of space. I think I'm going to go with the all matte. Simply because it's nice and thin and fits my criteria for that. Next, I want it to feel, do I want carpet? Yeah, yes, I do. I'm sticking with the carpet. I'm sticking behind it. I believe. So I think I can go warmer on the lights. Oh. Okay. I think this should be on the floor. I think you should have some sort of TV. She was definitely, or she currently would be, a rambunctious sort of high energy person, and I feel like that would have translated to her childhood. So I do want to maybe hint at some of those traits. Maybe scatter around some things that are active. But I will look at those in a second. But it's hard to design adult in a childhood space. I've done it once, and I'm not sure if I did it that well. So I don't know. It's a bit difficult because you don't want it to stray too far away from their personality, but you don't want it to look like it doesn't fit them. Okay. I think I want this to be colorful. Maybe a yellow. No. I'll stick with yellow for now. I don't know. Actually, we'll make it gray. Gray seems like a good decision to me. I actually just go into the kids' room section. I know it's weird because an adult is supposed to be in this space. But you gotta hear me out. I have a vision. kind of bed. What kind of rug would be acceptable for an adult now? But still scream childhood bedroom. I don't think I think I just gotta go boss the ball. Like, just make it completely childhood bedroom. But here's the thing. It's not like they've moved back, right? Like, they've always I seem to be decorating both these rooms at the same time, which is interesting. But they've always lived here. They've never moved out. They've always lived with their parents. And I feel like you'd sort of slowly change your room to fit what you want it to as you grow older and as you have a job and all those kinds of things, right? You'd kind of change it to be what you want it to be. But they are also under their parents' ruling, and I know that some of them do have a strict dynamic with their parents. So I can't say that childhood posters can be a thing. Maybe I can get like a basket or a box and fill it with toys. Like, they moved all the toys into a basket. They don't want to get rid of them, of course, because it's sentimental. Let's see. Around the Sims for moving. Maybe somebody has an open box that I can use to put toys in. If not, I'm going to use a laundry bin, I think. This one's open. Or I can stack them on each other. Scale, no. Elevate. -0. Okay, and then we can get some toys to put in those said boxes. What kind of toys would she have? Jebediah jerky. Jebediah is a little scary. Not gonna lie. I don't think I'm a fan of Mr. Jebediah. I'm kidding. He's fine. He's fine. I could use the insert so I don't have to think about it too much. No, I definitely should do it myself. I should. She's definitely a Pokemon child. And this Squirtle Pokey toy takes up a lot of space. So I'm pro him. Frank the Womp Womp. Wait, because I think this fits better. It still gives sort of like Void Critter, so the colors are just a bit more appropriate, I think. Let's do the regular color. The Freezer Bunny. Oh, it won't go up. Okay. Toonie Kids. Why he's a little scary. He's a little bit scary. But he's kind of funny looking. I enjoy him. So I'm gonna stick him in there. Dinosaurs. You know, I'm kind of just going for like the stereotypical quote unquote boy activities, but you know, I don't think her parents really cared. I can throw in a Barbie in there, like it's not a big deal. This is a Bratz doll, but you know what I mean, okay? But yeah, with the story, I'm leaning towards she had to move back in. I'm leaning towards they tried to move out together, her and her sister, and it didn't kind of work because you know this save file is supposed to be New York / like a city on the outskirts. So I feel like they tried to make it work and they didn't, and they had to come back and work for their parents. Like that sounds realistic to me, and that would explain why their bedrooms are still so almost frozen in time. That's how I see a lot of builds, you know, like I build them to be frozen in time. And I think that's a good way to look at building in The Sims. The giraffe. You almost want it to look like what your house would look like on a regular basis, you know? I know I'm giving tips, but I just can't help myself, apparently. Just want it to look, I mean, unless you're like, you know, on your cleaning game, then excuse me, I'll take it back. But and the problem is they're gonna start cleaning this shit up. Oh my god, they're gonna clean this stuff up. I really hope not. Just leave it alone, please. Please leave it alone. I'm praying they don't pick it up. Oh, the doctor's set is cute. That's so cute. Oh, all these toys have been lost and forgotten to time. Isn't that sad? That's a bit sad. I'm feeling sad about it. Oh. They've all been forgotten, left behind and ignored. Let me not sing, because that's really annoying. But oh, I imagine they have like matching ones. She's the deer and she's the elephant because it wears pink. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Look, this is where my brain starts cranking. Stories start forming. I love this. And I literally never use it. Why would there be a dollhouse in here? I don't know. But maybe they never got rid of it. I don't know. Look how cute it is. How could I not? It's invoking the childhood wonder that I need. I can move the heater or make it smaller or move it over there. I can do all those things, actually. So I can put more memorabilia. Oh. It's so cute. I just realized I put the bed where the closet is. That's a problem. Oh. You know, there's less to work with in here than I thought. I could stick this in this corner because I don't even need it to be usable. I just need it to like be there. Do I hate it? Or do I love it? I don't know. It's definitely very dynamic. I'll give it that. Got a lot of pieces. A plane. I just wanted you to... How many toys can be out? It's like she's actually playing with them. Shoot. Maybe they just got back. Maybe they just got back and it has been that long. I like that idea that they just got back. So then I can have like a bunch of things being packed out. You know? Still need some curtains. I could go for a good old blind. I don't know if I want to though. These blinds are fantastic. They're just a bit big. And these are a bit small, so you can't win really. I think that's good. Maybe they can be flanked by some curtains though. The bed is kind of in a weird spot, is it not? It kind of... Is that better or worse? Maybe I should make it a single bed. Now that would be a childhood better. It's not like there's a lack of space though, so I really don't need to do that. Sorry, I did not mean to hit the mic. My apologies. Is there any... There's a few swatches. Ooh, that actually really works. I just want to make sure there's swatches for every room because I like to keep the curtains the same throughout my houses. And the curtains so high. I feel like they should not be that high. Wow, there's a huge difference in where you put the curtains and how big the space feels. I knew that was the case, but like, wow, that was... There's so many of these little puck lights around the place. They're bothering me. Why are there so many? There's so many of y'all. Like, who is this for? The living room? Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, no, I like those curtains. I think they work. Maybe I should give her black curtains. I feel like she was not like the other girls kind of girl when she was a child, but I don't think I have all the room for that. I don't know. It's just the blue isn't blue enough. I think that's the only problem that I have. So I need to pick a different color. I'd like for a brown, but again, I don't know. The red is cute. It's all right. Nothing's screaming at me. I mean, that is, I think, as good as I'm gonna get. Maybe the bed. And try something else. That's a bit fancy. Yeah, I like this a lot. That's really beautiful. Let's see the bed frame for that one. Oh, it's fancy. This curtain's also really nice, though. That's all. Too short. There we go. They're really like on the floor, on the floor. I'm enjoying these curtains and the colors that come in. These are nice. I gotta keep on theme though. Okay. Vanity table. Wow. That's really pretty. It's got like all the stuffs. Double bed frame. Or we can just do like one on the floor. I want a bed frame with a back though. I love the camera. That's really sweet. I don't think she'd be into photography, but I did think she'd be the type of person to want to take a bunch of photos. Ooh. Now that is a nice ceiling lamp. I do. Very pretty. Now this at Banks. I'm enjoying what's going on here. We got a guitar. I don't think she plays instruments. I really don't. I'm not gonna force that onto her. I won't do it. Bench. Ooh. I like this bench. Where am I gonna put it? There isn't really much space. I put it here. Bench in the middle of the hallway. I'll do it in the laundry room. Maybe have somewhere to sit would be nice. Oh, that was really sweet. I enjoyed going through those items. Maybe I use this in here. I mean, I don't need to. I just trying things out. No, I think that works. I mean, this room is like a mess right now, but ignore it. Okay. Anyways, what kind of bedding do we got? Oh my god, what? That's so pretty. That's so pretty. How sweet is that? That's so sweet. The bedding is so cute. I love it. I love that bed. I think the curtain definitely has to change for that, but I like that it feels a little more girly. But I definitely don't think she would have liked these bed sheets as a child. She would have been like, listen, mom, dad, you need to get me some bed sheets that are not pink because I don't like these. I'm having second thoughts about these curtains. They're just so dark. See if I can find something else. Ew, I should use these. I love this curtain. Look at it. It's gorgeous. How could I not use it everywhere? A little floral beads. I only use one though because they don't repeat. No one compares. You stand true. Where am I gonna put these? I guess I have to be on the other side and sort of like shine through in a way. It's gotten really fancy in here, I'll be honest. I don't know why I can't make things that aren't fancy, but hey, listen. It's not super fancy. It's just they know what they're doing in terms of decor. Okay? That's what we're going with. You with me? You with me? Medium is what we need. Right medium and then medium. Like blinds are not necessary, but I do think they add something that I'm now missing. No. Yeah, no. We need the blinds back. I've never done just a straight up blind, and I think I won't be able to do that today either. Just a straight up blind. Not my cup of tea. No. Not a fan. Oh my goodness. A lot just happened there with the camera. My apologies. Yeah, but I like to bounce around. I'm sorry if I'm putting things in rooms where they don't belong. But if I see something, there's a danger that I'll never see it again. And that I have to look through so much just to find it again. And, you know, that's not the prerogative right now. Maybe I can make these smaller. Oop. Boop, boop. 0.8. Yeah, just a little bit smaller so it doesn't clip through everything. Okay, I'm not trying to close them. I'm just trying to like have them fill up. Maybe I should just do one. I mean, that's good enough. This has to be on like the other side or something. And I need a rod or a curtain covering or something. Do this rod. That works for me. Oh, I said it like that. Oh, this window is just like, is it not lower than it should? It's not. Why does it feel like it is? Well, I need you to not be attached because it's not working for me. There we go. Let's move it a bit. Right, and then move the rod a bit to the right. Listen, that's good. That's as good as it's gonna get. Guess I could make the window of it. It's just so like compact over there. How did I do that? There we go. Oh. Curtain color. I think it's too yellow in these rooms. I know I said all that like blah 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 blah. The color's not right, but it's not right again. So maybe do some adjusting. I think that's a bit better. Ugh. Yeah, that's fine. The curtain still feels a bit like, if I go like this, will it change? I mean, well, it changed a lot. Now it's actually white. Just take some fiddling around. Oh, no, please don't redo that. Let somebody open my door. False alarm. Okay. Just a smidge brighter. There we go. I think that's good. Oh, I just moved a tree. Okay. Lovely. So there's a few patterns I can pick from. Not a lot, but there's something. Ooh. I kind of want to give her red. That's fun. The red is fun. Indeed. Still haven't picked bed sheets. Oh, that is gray, which is not what I wanted. I love these sheets, but they're not childhood bedroom swatch appropriate. I'm just not getting anything that works. It's this one. Wait, that comes with this. It's not horrible, but I would prefer a different frame. Okay, let me look for frames. I got this one. This is not terrible. Not terrible means I don't like it, apparently. We have a lot of lived-in ones, which I really like those. Because they come with the best three colors. Like, look how pretty. Oh my gosh. So fun. And interesting. The strawberry sheets are so cute. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't like the iron. So I got rid of it. I could do one of these. I really like these things. They just make the place feel so cozy. So cozy and warm. I'm gonna use it. I think. I think the swatches are not right. I like it, but the swatches are not correct. Maybe I need a frame with, like, you know, stuff in it. A frame with stuff. Makes sense. Makes sense. No, I mean like a canopy bed. There might be some golden swatches in here. I know it's the 90s, but like I feel like this works. Is she a space girl? I don't think she's space, but I really like the colors. Maybe she was once upon a time. A girl who was into space. Maybe not so much. Maybe that's what she studied in school. I don't have them have degrees yet, but speak and spell. Ironically, this could function as an actual child's room. I don't think that's ironic. Yeah, this family is definitely one of those families that when they left, they did not touch the rooms. That seems appropriate. Puppet theater TV, that's cute. I got this literal penguin looking TV. He's really funny. I see. He's silly. This is a silly television. So I'm gonna use it because I think it's funny. I could do the penguin. Like, I literally never use that TV. This one's beautiful. Just in terms of texture and meshing, this is a beautiful television screen. Gaming TV. I think I want to use the older one. She does have a camera. Maybe she's into, well, was and still is into older tech. She was younger. Well, she's only a young adult, but maybe she was intellectual. Well, that's more of her sister's thing, but they could share it. Why not? Why not? She's definitely a gaming child. There's no way she was not. She's probably not very good anymore, so she's lost all her skill. But she probably once was. Good at games. No, you can't play games on that kind of TV. Maybe at some point. I'm gonna do this one. Just a little bigger. Just a smidge. No, it's definitely much bigger. Anything counts there. to pull it up. Oh my god. I really hate doing this, but I don't have OSMP shelf in, and I took it out one time and I never put it back. I never put it back in. I don't know why. But yeah, this room feels good, but it feels a little out of place. Because the rest of the house is very intentionally... this room feels very American boy. Which is fine, because that's who she was technically surrounded by. So that's kind of what she would want to emulate if she was, you know, a super tomboy. That's what I think anyway, but I want to inject some life. Would be nice. I don't know how to give hints of her culture. I don't know how to do that. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start by love struck. That's where I start, and see what we got. Or a table. Interesting. Maybe some posters. Those certainly just look like regular posters, so they don't really tell me much about her, I guess, if I pick the ones that I think. I think that one's a good mix. I like the happy face sounds. That's cute. I also never use these. Like, what are these for? Oh, there's a rainbow. Oh, wow. Oh, my. I wonder what those are meant to be for. Do this one really tiny. That doesn't really tell me much, but it's a cute plushie. Ozzy the Fuzzy. How cute. Ooh, a ceiling fan? Oh yeah. I mean, this isn't cultural specific. I just think it would be nice to have a ceiling. Where would I put it though? It needs to be somewhere that makes sense. I guess like above the bed, like over here, maybe? Does this thing spin? Like how I would imagine it to spin? Like, you know, like that? Probably not. The odds of it doing that are really low, I think. Everyone gets a ceiling fan. You get a ceiling fan. You get a ceiling. Here we go. Let me go to live mode just to see. With the spinning, oh, it's just like spinning in one place. Well, that's fine. It brings some movement. Which I can appreciate. Okay. Should I have saved? Sorry about my desk audio. Just came up for a second. There. Not sure why. It's really annoying. Would rather it not do that. Okay. Children would definitely not have access to plants in here. Grow trees. The axolotl is cute. Bubbles, see beloved. Can you have a pet axolotl? Maybe I should give her, well, it wouldn't be a pet per se, because you can't have pet axolotls, I don't think. Maybe you can, actually, before I open my mouth. Say something that isn't true. I should check. Boy, oh boy. That's pretty much all I've got. That's all I've got. We can put this here. I really like putting this piece of CC in bedrooms. It just makes them feel a bit softer. Which is what I'm looking for. Always. I know Attic Window at Dawn also has a set for kid stuff, so maybe I could use some of those items. I know there's the whale. Whaley? It goes on the ceiling. How cute is that? It's a whale on the ceiling. That's what it is. I think the bed is a bit bright for that. Yeah, I think it's a bit too toddlery. It is very cute. Have tiny treasures. Oh, this is cute. I definitely think this is more her sister's jam, though. The YouTube pillow? I don't know. Nothing screams more like childhood bedroom like a YouTube pillow. And sports equipment. Let's put that over here. Maybe she was super into Minecraft YouTubers. I know I was. When I was a child. Emphasis on was, okay? I'm a grown adult now. Can't be into Minecraft. Maybe that was her aspiration, other than being a whiz kid, I suppose. I can't imagine that conversation went down well with her parents. She was like, listen, I want to be a YouTuber. And her mom was like, so you want to be a YouTuber, but you don't want to work in my own business? Why not? Like, I give you opportunity and you want to be a YouTuber? No. No, can't do. Not for you. Do these swatches come with different photos? Oh, they do, thank God. I was like, these photos are about to be the same shish. I could put it on this wall and like not make it so cramped. Maybe one string is better than two. It feels a little more intentional. All right. I think now we have one source of lighting. We should work on the light. Now, some dimming is definitely in order. Maybe even a removal of that upper light. We'll see. I do want the rooms to feel soft. Like a dream almost. Nice and soft and plush. Ooh, skateboard. Yeah. Definitely skateboarding kid. I feel like it's a hobby she picked up just because she saw someone else do it and thought it was super cool, but in reality she was terrible at it. Oh, I love it. It's coming together. It's looking so cute. I said she was into science, but maybe she studied something like kinesthesiology. You know what I mean, right? Like a science, but it's also about working out. I think that's what kinesthesia about. It's not like a typical biology. You know what I mean? I feel like it's fitness orientated. Oh my god. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like that's what she'd be going for. Health and wellness. Anyways, let me grab some items that I think will exude that. So Ooh, pencils in again. That one's good. This is good. I love this item. Like, hello? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Oh, look, that's my own recolor of that pillow. Maybe I can get a good swatch. Any excuse to use things that I've done is good use of my time. I don't have many swatches, but might be one that works. I like the colorful one. I think that's cute. Nice and bright and fun. It's hard to keep kids' bedrooms nice and bright. It really is difficult. Which is weird because you think it wouldn't be that hard. It's really hard. I'm thinking tween. Tween is kind of where she stopped doing things with her room. Do I know why? No. But I definitely feel like tween is where she was like, I don't really care about my room. Like, decorating is for losers. Decorating is not my thing. I'll have you know. The sculpture birds? Those are fun. That is cute little gnome. Gnome, sweet gnome. Gwendolyn. How cute. Oh, she's pretty. Hello, Gwendolyn. I don't think I like this rug. It's a bit too childish for my taste. CDs are good. Pieces of decor, yes. Wow, they're actual dim lights. That's really nice. What a lovely piece of detail. I don't know what album that is. I don't know the reference, but I can appreciate the work that went in. I can. Could use this. It's a bit big. It's very big actually. Bigger than I like. Teen clothing rack. Bing. Oh. I can't really see. Why did the other one like slide up gracefully? This one is like fighting me. Why are you fighting me? I don't know why I'm being fought. I don't appreciate it. Yeah, I definitely think I have to work on her outfit to exude this a bit more, but what can I do? My best is all I can do. I like this shelf. It's a bit spookier than I'd like, but hey, I think it works in this room. Maybe it's from like her last Halloween dance or something. Who knows? It's cute though. So it's staying. I love these stick bug cages. But I feel like I've overused them. So I'm not gonna do it again. Nocturne conversions are just so good. So many of them are just so amazing. Do I like that? Ew. Oh, not the bed, the laptop. Any more swatches? I like this one because I imagine she got it, but she had to cover it up. So I didn't see. Let me get things to cover it up. Like she's like, oh, don't look. Oh, do I have things that can cover that up? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think I have anything. I have some comic book stuff though. That's always fun. I always give everyone Batman. Let me branch out. It's because it's yellow and it's bright. It's like boom, pow, in your face. Let me go to comic book set. I definitely don't think she was a comic book nerd. But I do think she'd have a few things here or there from like movies she's really liked as a kid. I definitely don't think she was collecting paraphernalia like that. Maybe she's read like one book, maybe two in her lifetime. She just doesn't scream comic book nerd to me. Maybe the board games. I think the board games are a nice piece. I just realized you can't get into that closet. Why do I do this? I really like this here though. Maybe if I flip it like that, all of a sudden get in there. Hold on, let me put the closet doors. For the people who have made it this far in this video, I just want to say my thanks for, you know, my channel growing so quickly. My last videos have been doing insanely well, and you know, sometimes it's a little overwhelming to come back to my channel, and I don't know, sometimes I feel like a stranger on my own channel. But anyways, your support honestly means so much. I've been able to well, I guess I should tell you what I've been doing with my newfound Patreon revenue and just, you know, whatever I get from this channel. I've actually been able to go back to school. I haven't been able to afford it, but because of this channel, I've had some spare money to save, so that's exciting. I can go back, yippee. So hopefully that doesn't change anything for my uploads. I still plan to be here. I don't plan on going anywhere. But yeah, this channel has like changed my life, honestly, which is really cringy to say out loud because I only have like, well, there's a lot of people here. Okay, there's a lot of people, but at the same time, if I compare myself to like a bigger channel, I don't know. It's hard, you know, comparison's a thief of joy. I've been able to do something great with what's going on with the channel, and it's really given me a new sense of confidence in myself and my ability to make interesting worlds and things, create content that people enjoy. So yeah, that's my little spiel about that. Also, side note, I did not mean to put this little voiceover section in, but for some reason I didn't record my voice for this part. I don't know. I don't know. I'm freshly back for the week, so I need to get it together, I guess. I don't know. I really like the way this room turned out. It's really cute, and yeah, I'm really excited to play in it. I've never really, I don't think I've ever made something in this style before, so it was new, it was fresh, and it was exciting, and that's what I think a lot of Sims players are missing. But not that my opinion matters so much, but anyways, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, I have seen Enjoy. If anyone's curious about my opinions on that, I'll probably, with a grain of salt, probably release a video about how I feel about the series because I have some things to say. I have a voice and I want to use it. So yeah, that'll probably be on the agenda of videos. But if you've reached this far into the video, like, you are a real one. You are a trooper. Thank you for getting this far. Thank you for consuming my content and supporting me. It really means so much. Like, genuinely. I'm not just saying that because that's what YouTubers say. Anyways, goodbye. I'm Pixa. I'll see you later. I'm gonna leave you with this little speed build / test that I did for some reason. Anyways, goodbye. I'll see you later on the flip side. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. And yeah, this is what I do on this channel. So yeah, anyways, goodbye. Let me stop rambling. I'll see you later.